Hello. Welcome. I have a really want to wait a minute here until my Instagram gets going. Okay. So I've really something I think is important to share and could be a valuable conversation for all of us to have. So please leave some comments as I share what I'm about to share. I did a workshop today for a client, and one of the things that came up in the conversation was, can you help clients do something that you've never done yourself? So I guess first let's just talk about that. It says we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. It may be an issue on Facebook's end. I swear. Well, I don't know which Facebook it is that's having trouble. Let me see real quick. Nope, it's not telling me I can do anything about it. So we're just going to keep going. And I think that's a really valid question. And it came from a couple of different places during the workshop where, we're talking about how much noise is out there in the world right now and how many people are saying that they can do this and they can do that. And it's delayed sales cycles because people have been burned and they're not necessarily trusting people's processes and they have a lot of questions. They want to do a lot of research. And so I'm just giving you a little background and a little context. And I told a story. I said, I think it's really important. Sales is self-leadership to me. Sales is about you go first, right? So that you can guide people through it. And I don't think we have anybody's answer. I think we have the opportunity to help someone find their own answer. And many years ago, I was sitting in my therapist's office. Many of you know my therapist, Kevin, is somebody who means a lot to me. He has since passed, but I tell stories about him all the time because I want everybody in the world to learn as much as I did from Kevin. And I was in the middle of something that I was really challenged by and just stuck, just feeling like there's not an answer. There's not an answer. And I just remember sitting there just being mad and just being like, ah. And he goes, Nick, if one of your clients was in this situation, what would you tell them to do? And I paused and I looked at him and I went, fuck. He goes, tell me more about that. What's that reaction for? I said, well, now I have to tell you the right thing. Now I have to tell you what I'm supposed to do. And I don't want to tell you because I don't want that to be the answer. And he said, Nick, you can only take your clients as far as you've gone yourself. So I share that a lot, right? You can only take your clients as far as you've gone yourself. And I believe that that's true because if sales, not just sales, but everything in life is self-leadership, right? Like, how are we leading ourselves through experiences in our lives? So I think to be in integrity with what your messaging and your marketing is as a business owner, do I think you should do or be able to show that you've helped others do your thing? Absolutely. But one of the guys in the workshop raised his hand. He's like, I'm not sure that I agree with that. I don't know that you need to have done the thing that you're helping people do. And I said, I completely agree with you. And here's why. Tom Brady's quarterback coach didn't win 7 Super Bowls, but Tom Brady had a coach that helped him win 7 Super Bowls, right? We're not necessarily helping people create the outcomes that they want to create. We are helping them become the version of themselves that creates the outcomes that they want to create. So I believe that you don't necessarily have to be the person that's created the outcome. Do you know how to help them become the best version of themselves, the version that can do those things? And I think that's what it is. And I think that's what self-leadership is, because if we aren't leading ourselves into the best version of ourselves, if we aren't showing up for ourselves in a way that is up against that edge and making us better, then how could we lead others to that edge? So we might not know how to create their outcomes specifically, but do we know how to guide them to that growth edge, that opportunity, and then guide them past that because we've led ourselves through that. Therefore, we know how to help someone else navigate that on their own. So that would be my take on it. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Can you help a client do something that you have never done? Are you out of integrity if you do it? And if you've helped other people do it, is that enough? So I believe you can only take your clients as far as you've gone yourself. And for me, that doesn't come from you have to be the one that's created and done all the things. You just have to be the one that knows how to lead yourself through so that you can help someone else lead themselves. So I look forward to reading your comments. This was a quick one because I've got Cassie behind me. And if you have not seen my stories yet today on Instagram and Facebook, please go watch them. If you are at all entertained by dogs and the chaos that they get into. Cassie ate a wreath today. So I'm pretty much guaranteed to be awake at 3 a.m. because Cassie will be probably hacking up the remainder of the wreath. Hopefully not. Hopefully if I take her out right now, which she's, I don't know, maybe she's wreath sick right now, but she was really chomping at the bit a minute ago to get outside. So I'm going to go take her outside. I hope you enjoyed this moment. I enjoyed this moment with you. I look forward to reading your comments. Tell me, can you take your clients further than you've gone yourself, if we're looking at it that way? My name's Nicole. I help people master their micro conversations so that they get their macro outcomes. And if you're looking to have more opportunities to convert more clients and make a bigger impact, reach out to me and let's chat. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Maybe not. Maybe we're just going to hang out here because I don't know how to get it to end.